Hello and welcome to another update video about Aptos. So Aptos did take the route down yesterday together with some other cryptos, and I think the crypto market is a little bit at a crossroads at the moment, at a critical turning point here, because if most coins drop any further, then critical levels get broken. For example, here Aptos would take the previous low out, and it would indicate that we are going to see a further dip in the next few days, maybe over the weekend. Maybe also we just see sideways consolidation over the weekend and then see more movement towards the end of the weekend. But the point is also, like Bitcoin, Ethereum, they are now sort of in their key support areas. So if they fail, then we will also see further drawdowns across the altcoin market. And we can see that Aptos here has retraced more than it would be healthy. So we considered the idea that the correction could be finished here in this WXY correction. Again, I highlighted to you, a bit problematic is that it did not touch my support area. It always leaves a bad taste. Now, I don't mind really, because I have my grid bot running. So if it goes up and down in the range, I'm actually extremely happy, because that's where the grid bots are making the money, right? If you have, let's say it carries on like this for weeks and weeks, I'm extremely happy. So I've set this all up as a range for the grid bot. In this case, I use Kucoin for the grid bot. Bybit also have grid bots. In case someone asks, they are free. That's the advantage, and it works. You know, it works reasonably well. It doesn't make you tons of money. It depends on what you actually put in there. But first of all, if prices come down, it normally softens the blow. And if prices do go up, they go with it. And if it goes sideways, they trade the range. So it's actually doing the work for you. It's also doing the, let's say, the risk management for you, because they cut losses early, and they do also, they will give you less exposure if you are towards the top of the range, which indicates if it drops, you only take a smaller position size. That's exactly what I preach all the time, how to manage your positions. That's why I more and more use grid bots. I'm really pleased with them so far. And yeah, I mean, we came down in WXY. That always indicates, we need to be watching for a reversal. We then broke out of the wedge here to the upside. You could argue we had a small 1-2 setup. I did count it through. I wanted to make a video yesterday. Didn't do another one, but you could have said, okay, this was a 1-2, but then it should have rallied here in a 3. It failed. Yeah, it created a failure. So that means this can't be a 1-2. So it has to be, and that has to be my conclusion at the moment, most likely just an ABC. Now, if it's an ABC, also it leaves the possibility that this could be, if the wave 2 was finished here, that off the third wave, that it doesn't work, does it? No, it doesn't work. 1 second, let me think. No, if it stays like that, and there will be other options as well, but if it stays like that, then I would have to assume that we're now on the way down again, because we really only have 3 waves. At least further upside, if it happens, I'm less confident about it, because I don't really have a lot of, I don't have a great impulse. So of course it could go up further, for example, in an extended ABC. So what can of course happen is that all of this is an A wave with ABC as the subwaves. We're now coming down in B and would rally once more in a C. And then all of this is a larger corrective pattern, A, B, C. Absolutely possible. So we need to be flexible about the idea that wave 2 might not be finished, especially with this latest drop. It doesn't look healthy anymore. Had it just carried on here, absolutely. But now this is always a bit of a warning, okay? Especially because if you look at this previous high, this B wave high, we broke above it. That started to look good, and we had a rally. And I think in the previous video I highlighted to you here the next resistance at around 1630, the wave X high. Now we never got above it. So got rejected. Now we dropped below the previous resistance, which we flipped for support here. We now flipped again for resistance, and we are now retesting it from below. Now, if this retest today is successful from below, we will probably see another sell-off, and I wouldn't be surprised to then retest either the channel from above and the recent the recent lows here around the 1280 level, yeah. And maybe it will eventually send it into our support area for the wave 2. You know that I normally in a wave 2 like prices to go into the area at least below the 50% level, or at least touch the 50% retracement. Now, what I also find interesting sometimes is to take a look at the time, FIB time. Don't use it that much, but it can be useful to determine the length of waves 1 and 2. Now, there isn't really an exact science here, but you normally say that the wave 2 should at least take 62% of the wave 1 in length. I would say we're nearly there, but we're not there yet. Okay, so if you look at, I mean, this took around, let's say 1,000 here on the 45. I'm on the 45-minute chart. That's not really useful, is it? Maybe go to the daily chart. That might be a bit more useful. We can go in days. Just have to zoom in again. But sometimes here, as a side note, right, there is no exact science, but because wave 1 has 5 waves, wave 2 has 3, you sort of talk about 62%, also in terms of a Fibonacci number relationship. So yeah, here wave 1 took around 30, let's say just 30 days, okay? Wave 2 so far took 18 days. 18 days. So I'm horrible at doing math in my head, mind, brain, whatever. Let me just open the calculator. You'll probably have done it by now, but 60%. So we're nearly there, you know. But you shouldn't be surprised if you also see the wave 2 to take the same length as the wave 1. So it could certainly stretch out a bit further. In fact, going up from here directly would have been a bit fast for a wave 2. Nothing impossible, yeah, and nothing against the rules, just it's an interesting observation to make. Okay, that's my update about Aptos. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.